Here's a hike we took last Saturday. It was about 10 miles, at least it says 10 miles here. I think we only did about 9, maybe 9.5 miles, if I remember right. It was hosted by Shelley. On Meetup, you can actually find the pictures and all the information about it there. It was the Miner's Needle Loop. We started at Peralta Trailhead. It was a Saturday, and because of COVID, I think, and it's Saturday and the weekend and nice weather, it was a little cool in the morning, but we started at 7:30 or so, and the parking lot was completely full. There was a lot of people down here that were parked, and we parked out. We had to go a ways, about a quarter mile down to find a parking place, so we walked back up to the trailhead, and so we probably did 10.3 miles. Anyway, it was a good weather, good hiking people, a lot of great people that hiked. Here are the people that went. It shows that I had 2 guests. I mentioned, I think it was on Nextdoor or Facebook, that we were hiking, but I guess they just showed up, and it was good. I'm glad a couple of people showed up. So it was a good hike. There was 13 that went, and I had a good time. Let me go through some of the pictures and show you. Pictures down here. Well, here's one of some of the fire damage. The poor saguaro didn't quite make it, and it was hugging the rock. There's a group picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus the person taking the picture. And there's another one. And the group, this is where we hung out for a while, if I remember right, by the big rock. This is sunrise. This is taken by Annie. That's a great shot, Annie. And so is this one. It's a gorgeous shot. And here we are. I guess Annie went up above and took a picture of us camped out there while we were eating and stuff. Another gorgeous picture. And this is Mark took this picture of me, and oops, I went back, didn't I? I just want to see myself twice. That was the reason. And the picture of Kathy. You can see the fire damage. It was pretty bad. And there's Kathy again. Can you imagine how hot it must have got to burn everything like that? Just a bunch of ashes. Some of the saguaros are going to survive, I think, but there was a lot that aren't, obviously. It's kind of a cute one. That was by Chad. I'd say, yeah, Weaver's Needle. I used to remember the name, right? So, sometimes he's not always the last one in the group. People are taking a lot of pictures. And Kathy took a couple pictures here. And one of Mark. And one of me. And I got it. I was having a tough time loading pictures, as did Shelley have a tough time, but it's amazing they only load 2 out of a batch. I probably had 60 pictures, so those are the 2 I loaded. Anyway, you can go to Meetup and just go to Superstition Wilderness Exclusive Hike and Adventure Group and look at the pictures and look at the members and all that good stuff. Let's go back here, and in fact, I think Shelley actually posted, I think she posted, yes, right here on Google. I wonder if it's still there. Takes a while for Google to come up. It's probably going to jiggle again. But yeah, here's some of Shelley's pictures as well. That's a nice one. Nice shot. And that's going up. Another one. I don't know why it's vibrating like that. That's a good shot. I like that one. Nice shot, Shelley. Thanks for hosting. It was okay. That looks like all of them. That was good. Very enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy the pictures. I'll be posting on Facebook or YouTube, depending on which you watch. I'll post them probably on both. But great hike, a lot of fun. I enjoyed it very much. Thanks again, Shelley. Here's a map of the hike that we took Saturday. Let me give you a perspective. Again, Gold Canyon went up to the same place that we went Monday. The Peralta Trailhead is right here. And I've done this before. I've actually gone the opposite direction. This time we went out to Lost Dutchman and then went up Bluff Springs, or came down Bluff Springs. This time, last time I went up this way and then came back this way. I think that's easier, but I was a lot slower. Right here, we're getting about 2 miles an hour, and that includes, some stops. We stopped at the top. We stopped here for 6 minutes. We stopped at the top there for another 4 minutes. We stopped here for another. So that's 17 minutes right here, and that's where we had snacks and stuff. So overall, I think it was about 2.6 miles, 2.3 miles an hour, maybe more, given the stops. But let's take a look at it and see what you think. Also, let me show you the speed of when I did it by myself. It's nice to have a group because you can go a little faster. Let me show you that real quick. Right here is when I did it by myself, and we'll look at the points real quick. So you can see it's quite a bit slower here, 1.6, and I didn't stop as long either. A couple places I stopped. I did stop here, but I stopped there. Yeah, 9 minutes there, a couple minutes here, and 8 minutes there, but not as long as the other one, and yet I was going quite a bit slower. I think it was closer to 2, but it wasn't the 2.5 that we did on the other one, 2.3 or 2.4, something like that. Anyway, that gives you an idea. We can fly it. Get rid of this. Again, starting in the parking lot. And it's basically pretty straightforward going Lost Dutchman and crossed. Now right here, where'd we hang out? I think it's right here where we hung out a little bit. I wonder. But there is a trail. No, it's right here. There is a trail that goes off this way. And you can go quite a ways. I've never done it. I'm going to have to do it. As you can see, it goes a long ways. I wonder how far that is. Wow. That's a heck of a hike. Let's back up a little bit. There it is there. Man. Anyway, I'm going to have to do that one, but it looks long and it looks like it's in and out. Now, where does it go from here? It goes down. Oh. And it cuts over. Good. It cuts over here. And time to do itself. Thank you. Then it looks like it goes, I'm not sure. I have to look on Hike Arizona, but I think it probably goes up this one here. But that's a ways away. Just from there, over to there is about, let's see, just for fun. I have to stop this to refly it. Yeah, let's continue it. I'll try that after we're done. So we keep going here. That's where the trail goes over. We hung out there for a little bit. And when we went up, this is a pretty good trail. Didn't do any real bushwhacking like we did Monday. But Monday we got a little bit off some of the trails there, and we were trying to find shorter ways. And so let's continue. I like to stop it every now and then. Now, right here is, I'm not sure what happened here. Oh, this was, I can't remember what happened there. That was a previous hike, so maybe I went to the restroom. Or I saw something up there. Can't remember. But anyway, I went up here and speed it up a wee bit. It's a nice hike. And there's one of the advantages of going the opposite direction is you don't have the elevation coming back as you do this way. So we have to go up here and up here. If you come up here, it's a little bit easier. And I am kind of curious about how far out that trail goes. I have to look it up, but I just want to take a look and see. And then we go back to the parking lot. It was a nice hike. I was a slow one. So you can imagine, I bet you there were some people that were closer to 3 miles per hour, which is, for me, is super fast. But anyway, I do that on my bike. Let's see the difference from here. Let's get rid of this and see the difference from here to over to here. And just, we'll do line of sight. I won't even try to follow the trail, but just from here over to here is about, it's only 1.5 miles. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see, how far did we see it go? Yeah. That would be an interesting to see how far it goes up here, and if it goes up to the, it'd be nice to get up here. These are gorgeous mountains up here, but I'm not sure if there's a way from that side to get up there. Anyway, that was Saturday's hike. I hope you enjoy this, and I'll be posting this on Facebook and also YouTube. I'll post the pictures on YouTube. Hope you like it, and thanks, Shelley, for hosting it. Really appreciate it.
It says the average speed was 2.14 miles per hour, and that includes stops. But I don't know. Here's a moving average of 2.34. Again, we went about 9.5 miles or so. And here's a couple of pictures that look a lot better on Facebook because they're 3D virtual reality pictures, and you get a chance to scan around and see everything in 3D. And here's another one, the same kind of picture. So get a chance to see the whole group and see that. Yeah, it's a lot better elsewhere on Facebook than it is here. Here is the sunrise as we're going up Dutchman Trail, well, along Dutchman Trail. And the sun started to come up, and it hit the, as we're approaching the hill there, and it hit the top of the mountain next to Peralta Trail. And it was really beautiful. I enjoy the morning sunrise when you get up a little bit early. There's a picture of Kathy, and I think that's Annie behind her, I'm not sure. But it was a nice hike. When you first start out, it's fairly easy. Like I mentioned, I called it Lost Dutchman. It's really Dutchman Trail. It's not Lost Dutchman. That's Lost Gold Mine. And here's the split off to Bluff. Well, this is actually going to Coffee Flats. This is the Coffee Flat sign. And it goes a long ways, but we didn't go on Coffee Flat. It goes across the valley. And it actually can go about 15 miles round trip, at least according to what I saw on Hike Arizona. haven't done that. Here's another picture with Kathy at the same sign. I'm going to have to do that sometimes. It's a long trail, but it looks like it'd be fun to explore. There's old mines out there and old ranches and that sort of thing. Now the sun was coming up. It looked like there was, at first it looks like there was, you know, dust on the road or something, but it turns out that it was really fog, because it was cool and then it got warmed up, and then and here we are coming across. I can't remember exactly where this was, but a very enjoyable hike. Like I said, I was the slow one. Here's the hole of, that is actually, I want to say Whiskey Springs, but it's not. What's the name of that? That's terrible. But it's, yeah, Miner's Needle. That was what that was. And here's another picture looking back as we're going up. And it is devastated as far as the fire goes. It's amazing how much fire damage there was. There's another picture of Kathy. Yeah, I think that is Miner's Needle behind her, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's some other rock formations as we go out that are pretty impressive. I really like those a lot. But again, look at the fire damage. Whew, a lot of damage there. And here we are. Well, more fire damage. It's amazing how much fire damage there was. I've been up here before, and it was amazing. Now right here you can see Weaver's Needle. And look at all the brush that didn't get burned. There must have been firefighters or something there, because one side of the hill's all burnt and the other side is not. It's kind of weird. Now this was a plant. It looks like it has a planter, doesn't it? But it was a cactus, I don't know, somebody called it a century plant, but the base of it was really just burnt, and that's why it looked the way it did. Looked like somebody had potted it right there. Here's some more fire damage. Pretty gross. And here is a picture of Kathy and Mark. We were sort of the stragglers, and so we got a lot of pictures of each other. But we were going pretty good speed. You know, at 2.38 for me is pretty fast. And another picture of Kathy. I hope you enjoy this. It's I'll be posting this on YouTube. If you want to see more of the 3Ds, you can see it on Facebook. So, thanks for taking a look at it, and I really want to thank Shelley for doing it. It was a super hike, and I appreciate it. And thanks to Urklu as well.